Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hudge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. If you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code HODGE at checkout. You guys will actually get $20 off of your tickets. That's good for first-time orders only. So if you guys have made an order through SeatGeek before, like make a new account with like a new email, it'll still work and get you guys $20 off for any ticket for literally any event in the entire world. Alright, let's jump. It's been a little while since I've been here doing WWE news. I apologize about that. I've been traveling. I've been all the way around the world. As we know, and I was front row on SmackDown in Knoxville. If you guys didn't see the Knoxville vlog where I was front row, definitely check that out. But with that being said, I'm playing catch up, so a lot of these news stories might be a few days old. With that being said, let's kind of jump in here. So the main thing I want to a lot of things have happened since I have been gone, kind of traveling all the way around the world. So one of the things that have happened is WrestleMania has officially been re-announced, if you will. So if you've been living under a rock and you don't know, let me catch you up to speed here. So WrestleMania 42, that's next year's WrestleMania, was supposed to be in New Orleans. WWE officially announced it to be inside of New Orleans, of course. And yeah, they kind of like, nah, we don't really want to do it there. They completely changed their mind. For the first time in my lifetime I've ever seen them do this, be like, hey, you want to go to WrestleMania? Well, guess what? WrestleMania is going to be here. And then they'll be like literally months after they do that, they'll be like, oh, WrestleMania is actually not going to be there. It's actually going to be over here, which is like on the other side of the freaking country. So hopefully no one like booked hotels that were like non-cancelable, because I know people do book the hotels when they announce WrestleMania. They will go ahead and book their hotels so they have their prices locked in or whatever. Hopefully they were refundable or they didn't have to pay for that, because that would really suck. But nonetheless, yeah, it's me in Las Vegas again. So anything worth doing once is worth doing twice, right, Triple H? So that's kind of the tagline they're doing here. So the first time ever I can really remember they've changed the location and they're doing WrestleMania in the same location 2 times. Also, is this logo actually gonna be the logo? Like, this is kind of like a sketch kind of thing. Like the WrestleMania logos are usually really bold and like, I don't know, special, grand, like a marquee kind of logo. I don't know about this logo. Let me know what you guys think of this logo. I don't know if I'm completely sold on it yet. But yeah, that is pretty much the only confirmed news story I had of the day, is that WrestleMania is, yeah, it's being moved and it's been officially announced, and yeah, it's happening in Vegas again. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Go and get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. The first rumor I want to talk about today, the main thing I want to be talking about today, is about our freaking truth. Like, what in the heck has happened in like the week I've been gone? Like, I've been gone a week, and like the whole world of wrestling has just crumbled. So our truth got fired. He got released, or his contract wasn't getting renewed, or whatever the case may be. So I just saw R-Truth. I was front row. I got a high five from R-Truth. I got to do what's up with R-Truth as he was doing his entrance, which is cool. The whole crowd got to do the what's up, and yeah, I kind of interact with him a little bit in the front row, which is really cool. But yeah, apparently like the day after that, or a few days after that, they basically said, we're firing R-Truth. It's like, whoa, what? And it wasn't because he did anything wrong or anything like that. It was because they were paying him a lot of money and they weren't really using him on TV that much. They didn't see the role for him. Basically, they weren't thinking about it. R-Truth is a freaking legend. He is a necessary part of the WWE. You can't just fire the guy. So basically, fans got really, really mad. They started chanting his name nonstop. They hijacked the freaking shows because they fired the guy. So much so that basically they had to rehire the guy. So yeah, now he's rehired. He's back. And now he's Ron Killings, which is his real name in his new contract and on TV, which is cool, which gives him kind of, and this is what the rumor part of this is he wants to go by Ron Killings now, because if he does magically get released, people will know the name Ron Killings. It won't be like, who's that? They'll know who that is. So that's kind of part of the contract he added on there. Apparently they offered him low numbers, like way off, and he didn't want to do that. So basically he's got a big contract now, and they felt like they were overpaying him for how much they were using him. So apparently this contract is a larger contract. So they're actually using the guy a lot more now. So Ron Killings, R-Truth, whatever you want to call the guy, he may be more in the main event kind of picture now, which is absolutely great. Maybe less of a freaking joke of a character wrestler that they've used him in the past. I mean, it's been funny, but the guy definitely deserves better. He can do better. We know he can do better. I mean, just look at what he did at Capital Punishment 2011. Had me like freaking out as a kid, thinking this guy's robbing John Cena. He's smoking cigarettes in the freaking arena. Like, this guy is unstoppable. Just watch out for this guy. You don't know what he's gonna do. And when he was like, you know, crazy and having this whole thing, a little Jimmy kind of thing. Like, it legitimately, like, scared me as a kid. This guy has potential, so let's not waste it, let's freaking use it. So it was unfortunate that they just wanted to just drop R-Truth and fire him like it was absolutely nothing, but it's made things kind of more apparent, made things maybe better in the end because the fans are behind him, they know the fans love him, they're behind him, they're not going to let him go, they're not going to release the guy, so they're going to do something special with the guy. So maybe this is a good thing in the long run, but ultimately they're treating this, I believe his contract is kind of like a final run, kind of farewell kind of tour of a contract, and then he's basically done because I really don't know what they're trying to do here, but we'll have to wait and see. But apparently it's not a very long contract, and he's kind of trying to get his name, his actual name he'll be using after WWE out there and popular so when he can use it after WWE when he's like doing whatever he wants to do. So yeah, there's a lot to that, but R-Truth's back. I'm happy he's back, and I'm excited to see what the future was going to be going with R-Truth. Hopefully take it a little more seriously and treat it a little better than the way he needs to be treated. And yeah, this is becoming a very long rant about R-Truth, but yeah, I'm happy for the guy. Alright, the next rumor we're going to be talking about Jey Uso. So if you guys don't know, Jey Uso just lost the World Heavyweight Championship. He's no longer World Heavyweight Champion. He was only World Heavyweight Champion, I've written down here, 52 days. He was World Heavyweight Champion for 52 days. What the heck? Okay, so I've made it no secret. I was not a huge fan of the Yeet movement, if you will, and the whole thing. I mean, it's a cool entrance, it's a cool thing, and the Usos are very hard-working wrestlers or whatever, but I wasn't really the biggest fan of the whole Yeet movement and having him take the title off of Gunther, and now Gunther has the title back, and it's like, what was the point of even dropping it to begin with? Just to have him be champion for what, like, not even 2 months? Like, what? So there's got to be more to the story here of them putting the title on Jey and just having him drop it so quickly. A lot of rumors are coming up that Jey's actually injured, and he was apparently injured before this whole Yeet thing even took off. He was injured before WrestleMania, before he won the title he was injured. It's just like kind of, you got like lightning in the bottle here and it's wanting to escape, so you gotta kind of like jump on the moment while it's here, because you can't do this whole Yeet movement and it's on fire and then go away for months for whatever, recovering from the injury, and then come back and expect it to be the same, because it's not going to be the same. Like, you got to kind of do it right now. And I understand that, and they had to do it. So basically, that would make the most sense. I mean, of course, nothing's confirmed, but that would make the most sense. Is like he was working through an injury, and they're like, let's just do this whole Yeet thing, have his moment at WrestleMania, have the title for a little while, and then drop it later. So I'm thinking maybe that was the idea they went with, which would make the most sense. If he's not injured or going through something, then yeah, that was a really, really stupid decision to even have him win the championship. If they just wanted it on Gunther through the summer anyway, I don't know. I'm going to go with the injury thing and being like, give him his moment. Now we're going to have him heal up, and we'll move on to the Gunther and whatever story he's going into. I believe it's Goldberg or something like that. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's what would make the most sense to me. That's what a lot of people are thinking. And backstage people are saying like maybe he's working through an injury. So I don't know. We'll maybe know more in the future, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. The next rumor is about CM Punk. So CM Punk versus John Cena is finally happening. That's what I wanted personally. This entire John Cena retirement run, or whatever we want to call it, farewell tour, if you will, is John, because that's like the most memorable feud of like my entire childhood. Is like sitting there, Money in the Bank 2011, Summer of Punk, whatever, having that Cena Punk back and forth kind of thing. Punk leaving the WWE with the championship, then getting re-signed, coming back. We got 2 WWE champions. Like, it is just so iconic in my childhood and my viewing experience of the world of WWE. Like, getting into it then, like, that was just such a cool moment for me. So that's what I wanted. This whole, you know, John Cena retirement tour. I wanted CM Punk, John Cena head-to-head one last time, and we're finally getting that. Only we're getting it in Saudi Arabia, so we're not getting it at a show I can actually go to witness this. So maybe the feud will keep going past that, and they'll be doing it somewhere in the US or something like that. And of course, tickets are so expensive now. I don't know if it would be possible to actually even go. But nonetheless, where was I going with this? Yeah, basically, CM Punk's wrestling in Saudi Arabia. Of course, Punk's had issues talking about that before, especially before he was signed. But apparently, this isn't like a last-minute convincing Punk to do it or something like that. Punk's decided like a while ago he'll wrestle Saudi Arabia or whatever. So yeah, whatever reason you want to get into his personal stuff, whatever, he's just gonna do it. He's just gonna do it, and that's completely fine. But I just wish they would continue this feud on through the entire summer, and not just have it be one match, and hopefully it will transpire into that. Because there's a lot of story you could tell between Punk and Cena, and maybe they're missing that opportunity for this whole Cody Rhodes kind of long, months-long kind of feud. I don't know. I mean, we only have like 1 year with Cena. Let's not like dedicate the whole Cody Rhodes thing for like 6 months of the entire year. But that's just my opinion on it. I believe WrestleMania, you had the thing, and let's kind of move away from that. If Cena's dropping the title to Cody, cool, do that. Then move on with the Cena tour with like different, because there's a very limited amount of time Cena can wrestle new people and older people and like all of that. I just want it to all happen and everyone have their shot, pretty much. But that's my opinion on that. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. I'm sorry if it is. It's just the way I feel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing we talk about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. We talk about none other than the head of creative, the guy making all the decisions for what you see on WWE television every single week. We're talking about Triple H. So Triple H, head of creative. He's been head of creative for a little while, ever since pretty much Vince stepped down, even back, when Vince was doing the thing. He was still part of creative, a very large part of it, and was doing NXT for a while. So the guy has a lot of experience in this and all this. This rumor is what happens to WWE after Triple H is no longer head of creative. What happens when he goes away, and how is he gonna go away? So Triple H can't be head of creative forever, right? Like he's not the owner of the company. He's not like buddies with the owner of the company. TKO is this very large, conglomerate of a corporation. So eventually Triple H is gonna be pushed out. There's some rumors going around right now saying that maybe there'll be like a power shove movement backstage, and you'll have like The Rock replace that. And The Rock's not doing that anytime soon, at least. He's literally a Hollywood movie star. You might have someone else do it, or they put in a replacement or something like that. So honestly, replacement like that, and basically that's the rumors going around right now, is that Triple H will be, within the next 2 years, he's going to be transitioning out of being the head of creative. Now, I don't think they're just going to go up to Triple H and be like, Triple H, you're doing an awful job. You're horrible. You're making every mistake. You're fired. Get the hell out of here. We never want to see you again. I don't think it's happening that way. I think it's more going to be a situation of, we're going to transition things because you've been here a while, you're doing your thing. We're going to transition you to a different role and have someone to be the head of creative. And he could still be, Triple H, he could still be on the creative team or whatever, or they might transition him into a different role or something like that. But I don't think Triple H is going to be the head of creative forever, especially with him not having the decisions like Vince did to kind of be like, I'm here forever, I'm here until I die kind of thing. Like, it's going to be transitioned eventually. But basically, that's kind of the rumors going around right now. But that's my thoughts on that, is I think Triple H won't be just fired or dropped to be moved somewhere else if they do take him off the head of creative. But that's a lot of the discussion on the rumors right now going around, is that Triple H, sometime in the next 2 years, TKO will be transitioning into something else and changing up everything. They've been literally messing with the whole company, switching everything around, and Triple H is not going to be that safe for too long. But let's just hope he keeps doing a good job, and maybe they'll keep him around longer than this rumor is saying. So like I said, that's basically going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed, don't you dare forget it, King of Vlog Style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.